I remember watching The Matrix, and you know, in the scene in The Matrix where you see Neo and he downloads all those programs to his brain that teaches him how, like, he knows Kung Fu or he knows how to fly a helicopter or all this stuff. I was like, where can I learn? I want something where I can just learn the things I'm interested in. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do a 4-year degree. I just want to know the things I'm interested in. Like, I want hot girls and money and like all the things I want. Where do I get this from? And it didn't really exist. And that's kind of why I put this website together, is that after I became successful quite unorthodox in a lot of different ways. But I feel like there's some things I can teach, right? So I teach people about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, that kind of thing. We have a DeFi guide on there that teaches everyone how to make money with that. We have, I for a long time, I ran a webcam studio. So I had girls who would sit and talk on the internet, you know, like the chat lines. So I'd have girls who sit and talk on the webcam. So I have a course there that teaches like the psychology. It's not so much about how to get a girlfriend. It's about the psychology of when you have 75 women working for you, you learn a little bit about how women think and how women are programmed, right? And how is best to make them listen to you, I guess, effectively. Not in a horrible, manipulative way, in a complete opposite. So I teach that on there. So it's kind of like my life knowledge is kind of what I was looking for when I was young. It now exists. If you want to find out how to do certain things that the world won't teach you, it's kind of a lot of it's taught on CobraTate.com. And then we also have the War Room, which is a network. We have a network with over 1,000 people in it from all around the world. And this is people who, a lot of them are already very rich. A lot of them are already very successful. But it's also guys who are on their way up. And this is just about, I think the world is changing. You'll probably agree with this and understand this, especially after speaking to Tommy. The idea of a social network for everybody is disappearing. Too many people are getting banned. Too many people, you're not allowed to say certain things. And I think that social groups and social networks are getting smaller. And that's kind of what the War Room is. It's a group for people who think like me, people who want to live a masculine life and conquer the world and do what they want and no political correctness. And, you know, and we all work together. So that's kind of what it is. It's its own little social network. So that's kind of the website in a nutshell. That's what it is. I mean, it's not my main income, but it certainly is amazing for me, especially the War Room. There's so many good guys in there that have even helped me. I was in Belarus last week. We had 2 Belarusian War Room guys. I needed a negative COVID test. 2 minutes later, it comes in my email. It's cool to have that kind of network, you know. So it's awesome.
On the website as well, you know, you've got the PhD program, and as I was scrolling down through that, I did find the hours of video content, you know, offer for, you know, getting more positivity with women. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who probably end up watching this, you know, would probably be very interested in that, because, you know, not every guy is confident with a woman.
Yeah, and I've had a few people come at me and go, "Why do I need your help to get a girlfriend? I don't need your help to get a girlfriend." And it's not about that. The PhD course is about how I ran my webcam studio, right? So yeah. I had women who would work for me and make $100,000 a year and give it all to me effectively in return for rent and food effectively. So how do you convince a woman to want to give you all her money? How do you convince a woman to want to obey you? Why would a woman share you with other women? Like there's certain insights in there, which I learned through my career with a webcam company. And that's basically what it is. It's hours and hours of me discussing my webcam company, how it worked, why some girls quit, why some girls stayed, what makes girls happy, what makes girls angry, what to do if what I would do if a girl was not listening to me or screaming at me, or et cetera, et cetera. And I think in the world we live in now, all jokes aside, the world we live in now is very, very hostile, and it's very, very dangerous for men, especially in the Western world. In England, you have to be very, very careful. Like your woman can go and fuck your best friend, but if you scream at her too loud, you're abusive. And it's like you have to be very careful now, because the law is absolutely on their side. From a divorce perspective, from an abuse perspective, from anything. If the girl calls the police for any reason, you're gonna lose. So you need to be very, very careful how your interactions with women work as a whole. And that's why I teach in the PhD course. I make it very, very clear. Like I never raised my voice. I never scared anyone. I never hit anyone, nothing like that. It's the complete opposite. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say manipulation, but very convincing. So that's kind of how it is. So yeah, you as a man in the Western world, you have to be careful nowadays about a lot of things, but interactions with women is one of them. You have to be careful about it.